Welcome back, my lovely students. Today we are talking about accents. Everyone comes from different places. Everyone has a different way of speaking. And that is okay. Many people feel nervous about their accent when they speak English. But let me tell you something. Your accent is not a problem. The only important thing is that people understand you. Think about it. English is spoken in so many countries around the world. A person from the UK sounds different from a person in the US. Someone from Australia has a different accent than someone from Canada. Even within one country, people have different ways of speaking. A person from New York sounds different from someone in Texas. In the UK, someone from London and someone from Scotland will have very different accents. But does that stop people from understanding each other? No. Your accent tells a story. It shows where you come from, and that is something to be proud of. Imagine two friends, one from Japan, the other from Brazil. They both speak English, but their accents are different. Does that mean they cannot have a conversation? Of course not. They can still share ideas, tell jokes, and build a friendship. The goal of learning a language is communication. As long as people understand you, your accent does not matter. Hey, think about famous people with accents. Have you ever heard Arnold Schwarzenegger speak? His Austrian accent is strong, but he is one of the most famous actors in the world. What about Sofia Vergara? Her Colombian accent is noticeable, yet she is loved by millions. They never let their accent stop them from being successful. So, if you ever feel shy about your accent, remember this. Having an accent means you speak more than one language, and that is amazing. Instead of trying to hide it, focus on speaking clearly. Slow down, pronounce your words, and don't be afraid to practice. And most importantly, never let your accent stop you from speaking. The more you practice, the more confident you will become. Keep going, my lovely students, and remember, your voice is unique, and that is a beautiful thing. Some people speak English with a strong French accent, while others have a Spanish, Chinese, or Arabic accent. Some people speak with an Indian or African accent, and each of these accents has its own unique rhythm and melody. Every accent is different, but they are all English. Think about how diverse the English language is, spoken in countries like the United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, India, and South Africa, each with its own way of pronouncing words. Even within these countries, accents vary greatly. A person from New York sounds different from someone in London. A person from Sydney may pronounce words differently from someone in Cape Town. The goal is not to sound perfect, because there is no single perfect way to speak English. The goal is to communicate. Imagine two business partners, one from Japan, the other from Germany, working together in English. Their accents might be different, but that does not stop them from discussing ideas and making decisions. Or think about a tourist in Italy asking for directions in English. As long as the person they are speaking to understands, that is all that matters. If people understand you, that is enough. Your accent is a part of your identity, and it shows your journey in learning a new language. Instead of worrying about sounding like a native speaker, focus on speaking clearly and confidently. Many successful people, from actors to world leaders, speak English with an accent, yet they communicate effectively. So, be proud of your accent. It is proof that you have learned something new, and that is a wonderful achievement. Think about this. English is a global language, spoken by over 1 billion people across the world. But here's something interesting. Most of them are not native speakers. That means the majority of English speakers have an accent, just like you. And that is completely normal. When you speak English, you are joining a global conversation where accents from all over the world mix and blend. Even native speakers have different accents. An American sounds different from a British person. Someone from Australia speaks differently than someone from Canada. Even within one country, there are many variations. A person from Texas and a person from New York will not sound the same. A Londoner and a Scottish speaker will have very different pronunciations. But does that mean one is right and the other is wrong? Not at all. They are all speaking English in their own way. Now, imagine a classroom where students from Japan, Brazil, Turkey, and Egypt are all learning English together. Each person speaks with a different accent, but they can still share ideas, ask questions, and have conversations. The beauty of English is that it allows people from different backgrounds to connect. So do not be afraid of your accent. Instead, embrace it. It is a sign that you have learned a new language, that you are opening doors to new opportunities. The most important thing is not how you sound, but how well you can communicate. Speak with confidence, focus on clarity, and remember that your voice, no matter the accent, is valuable in this global language. What can you do to speak clearly? The answer is simple. Practice. The more you practice, the more natural your speech will become. Listening to English every day is one of the best ways to improve. When you listen regularly, you become more familiar with the sounds, rhythm, and flow of the language. Over time, words and phrases will start to feel more natural to you. You do not need to sound like a native speaker. In fact, most English speakers in the world are not native speakers. Your goal is not to copy someone else's accent, but to speak in a way that is clear and understandable. Confidence is the key. When you speak with confidence, people will listen. The best way to improve is to surround yourself with English. Make English a part of your daily life. Listen to podcasts while walking, cooking, or commuting. Watch movies and TV shows in English, paying attention to how words are pronounced. Try to repeat what you hear. If you hear a phrase you like, say it out loud. Shadowing or repeating after native speakers is a great technique to improve fluency. Most importantly, speak as much as possible. Talk to yourself in English, practice with friends, or find a language partner online. The more you speak, the more comfortable you will become. Remember, mistakes are part of learning. Do not be afraid to make them. Every time you speak, you are improving. Keep practicing, stay patient, and enjoy the process. To help you practice, we have special learning playlists designed just for you. These playlists will make it easier for you to listen to English every day and improve naturally. The best part? You don't need to set aside extra time. Just press play and listen while you work, relax, or travel. Let English become part of your daily routine, and soon you'll notice how much more confident you feel when speaking. Listening regularly helps train your ears to recognize words and phrases, making speaking much easier. Even if you don't understand everything at first, don't worry. The more you expose yourself to English, the more natural it will feel. Think of it like learning the lyrics to a song. You don't memorize them word by word, but after hearing them enough times, you just know them. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your support helps us create more content to make learning English easier for you. Keep practicing, keep believing in yourself, and remember, every step you take brings you closer to fluency. I'll see you in the next episode.